Hi, this is June from Turning Point Life Investment, and this is your stock market analysis for February 4th, 2012. Okay, so the market made a new high, relative high, I should say, created a gap right there between the 133 and 134 areas. So you would suspect that this gap should hold as support in order for the bullishness to continue, just kind of like how it did before here, where it created this gap, held above it, and then created this gap and held above it. So if the market does the same thing, holds above this gap, then it could possibly launch itself to another new high. So I would watch for that gap to hold to tell me that the market is still strong in that sense. Volume picked up just a little bit more on Friday, which is good, telling us there's more participation coming into this market. Overall, this thing looks pretty bullish. You can see that it managed to pull back towards this 20-day moving average and it bounced from there. So I would continue to use this 20-day moving average as my marker to tell me that the market is still in a relatively good or healthy uptrend. So this 20-day is acting as some pretty critical support. But for now, I think the market is bumping its head against some pretty strong resistance around the 135 area, back towards the prior highs, pivot points in July before the market rolled over. So I suspect there might be a little bit of profit taking coming in soon, but overall the uptrend is still pretty much intact. Okay, going into the VIX, you do have to watch out for when the VIX gets too low, because you don't want this market to be too complacent, to be too one-sided. So around this 15 area, that was the previous high back in May, and also that pivot point in July. So I think if this VIX continues to drift lower back towards this 15 area, we are getting pretty close to that. So I would suspect, I would be very cautious going long, because the market's getting too complacent and too one-sided. So be careful and continue to watch the VIX to see if it actually does happen to drift lower back towards this 15 area. So given that the market is acting pretty well, we have some pretty good positions that we have active on our trade alerts on our website that's also doing very well. AKRX, this is something that we got into earlier this week. Nice breakout from this base right here, and so continues higher. Volume picked up just a little bit. This one, PII, another stock that we recommended for a breakout above 66. So it kind of basically got triggered on Friday. Some nice continuation on Friday. So this thing is acting really well. And one more for you guys, FUN. This is actually a stock that we've been holding since, I guess back in December, back around this 22 area. And we suggested to take some profit, or all profit, around this 27 level. You can see that it created this doji after an extended run. So there could be a sign that this is topping off right here. We wouldn't mind getting back into the stock on any sort of a pullback, but I think the stock is showing some top right there, especially after running for a good $4 or $5 since our entry. So these are some of our, just a few of our recommendations that we issued to our members. And if you're interested in giving us a try, there's a 30-day free trial. Just send me an email and I'll be more than happy to give you that 30-day free trial.